Hello, everybody.
Hi there.
Hey, guys. Or should we say, oi, amigas?
Oi.
Oi, to the bang.
I don't know what you say in response. What does to the bang actually mean?
How are you? You good? Or sorry, you good?
What are you saying?
And then the response is just to say it back, apparently.
Oh,
To the bang, to the bang.
Yeah.
Guys, to all our Brazilian listeners. I wonder,
I'm sure there's
do
hundreds
you think there
of
are
thousands.
any Brazilian listeners out there? I don't know.
Scream now if you're from Brazil.
Other than our friends.
Yeah, we've just been to
noticed
Brazil,
your
guys.
Chairs on the little Y there.
I'm sorry, mate.
Let's just get that lovely. Yes, guys, we've just got back from Brazil.
Woo!
Went on a little trip, didn't we?
We did indeed. It was
10
epic.
days.
It was truly amazing.
Yeah. What was your highlight?
The Brazilian barbecue.
Oh, that was unrealsies.
Do you want to explain what it is?
Brazilian barbecue, guys. I mean, they have Brazilian barbecue restaurants in the UK, so maybe some of you may have been to one, but it's essentially a big buffet restaurant, and waiters come round with different types of meat that's been freshly barbecued on like a skewer, and then you have a little pair of tongs and they cut you a piece of the meat and you take it off and it's delish. And then there's a bar with lots of different foods and salads and sides, and it really is quite the dining experience.
Let's just say we ate a lot of meat.
Yeah, let's just say it's not one for the vegetarian.
No. But also, guys, it was so funny because this place that we went to, I mean, I've never had service like it.
Honestly.
Ever. It felt like, the only way I can describe it is in cartoons when they depict some sort of scene of like an immense dining experience where it's like a napkin suddenly, like a tablecloth, and then it's like, you've kind of been whisked into this frenzy of different servers. It felt like that. We walked through the door, and I'm not even joking, within 2 minutes, we've been seated, glass of port, and this is you've probably got like 3 or 4 people around you.
Yeah.
Napkin on your thing, napkin on your lap, your chair's been taken out for you, plate in front of you, and there's a skewer of meat in your face.
We were saying there was probably a ratio of about like 10 staff to one table. So it really was like the second your water had hit the bottom of your glass, the glass gets whisked away. Like it was crazy.
But it was so nonchalant, some of it as well. It's like at one point when I think you'd gone to the toilet, Obi was like, he'd finished this bottle of water and he literally went, how long do you think it's going to take when I put this down before someone comes and takes it away? And before he'd even properly finished saying that to me, like this waiter had kind of just come along and
whisked it away.
Yeah, but it's so just subtle, they're walking past.
Honestly, we've never had service like it.
So probably because we wouldn't be able to afford it in the UK.
Yeah.
But we splashed out and
it was
went
amazing.
big on the Brazilian barbecue.
We love Brazil.
Come on.
So yeah, what a time.
Yeah.
And straight back to the UK.
I know, pretty similar really, isn't it?
Autumn vibes and
from Copacabana Beach to
Birmingham New Street.
Yeah.
That kind of rhymed. And we also came back to an influx of students into our city, didn't we?
We did.
It's freshers.
It's that time of year again where, it's all kicking off for the students.
It is, guys.
To be honest, talking about it makes me feel, I don't want to say old, but
really,
it's not recent for us now, really, is it? 8 years ago.
I think it still feels like it is, though, for me.
Yeah, it's same. But like, when you almost feel like, I remember like some of the students at church, like, they're like, so like, when did you start uni? And I was like, 2017. And they were like, 2017.
I mean, to be fair,
I was in year 7 then, and I was like,
oh my goodness.
I don't know what they were doing, but basically they were just like, and I was like, in terms
I'm
of like,
old.
yeah, that is a while ago now, 8 years ago, but we can still recall those memories as if they were yesterday,
guys, and that's why today's episode is going to be all things freshers.
Come on,
we're
going to be taking a little trip down memory lane.
We are,
to start with, and
we just thought, it's relevant timing. Freshers is happening / just happened, and we can still remember our fresher experience.
Yes, don't you worry.
Don't you worry, that's stuck with me. So,
well, for me, well, do you want to do an It's Not Just You?
Yes, go on.
You do it.
Okay. The title of today's episode is
drum roll, please.
It's Not Just You that had a mixed freshers experience.
Mixed.
Ooh.
Good, bad.
Yeah,
up,
essentially
down,
we
side,
called it that because
side.
we want to talk about the good and the bad of freshers.
The good, bad, and the ugly.
And we had different experiences and we've got different thoughts to share.
We do indeed. Do you have any, as we've been chatting about freshers in uni this morning in preparation for this episode, have any memories come to mind or thoughts? Should I start?
Yeah, go on.
Well, it's not like a big memory. It's just, when something's kind of been in the archives of your memory and then it just gets pulled out. I just have such vivid, clear memories of, basically, I don't know if they still do it, they might do, but when I was at uni, back in the day, in 2017, they basically at every campus or at multiple points on the Birmingham University campus, they would just have these Domino's stalls.
Oh, yeah.
With, I'm not joking, hundreds, if not maybe thousands of pizzas.
Millions.
I'd go as far as to say millions, no. But just a little personal pizzas. And basically you could buy these Domino's pizzas for £1.
Wow.
Best believe I was stacking them up.
Were you buying multiple at one time?
Oh, yeah.
How many did
I'd be
you
walking
buy?
away 5, 6. And then, because you're just thinking, that's me sorted for the next week.
Oh my days. I mean, that is like the freshest diet
And then
for a
the
lot of
most
people.
disgusting part is like, I wouldn't even like put it in the fridge or anything. You kind of just like eat
a meat pizza.
No, it wasn't meat, mate. It was
Festering.
margarita. Actually,
okay.
wait, some of them were pepperoni, I think. Anyway, you could kind of like stagger into the kitchen in the morning and then just look at a Domino's box. Oh, there's half a pizza in there. Let me just get that down me. Breakfast, tick.
Breakfast, lunch and dinner, mate.
Yeah.
Domino's. Yeah. I can't really remember what I ate in freshers.
I don't know if this is TMI, so if you don't like toilet conversation, just skip now.
Can I skip?
Now. Okay. By the final 2 weeks of freshers, let's just say my bowels were not in a good place.
Okay.
And there was nothing solid coming out.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Soph. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised.
The amount of alcohol,
a diet of
and
pizza and
awful
alcohol
food.
Yeah, it's not.
It was vile. It was vile.
Do you know what? All I can
probably
remember.
eating your muscles.
No, all I can remember is sending photos of food I was cooking to my mum and dad because it was genuinely like first experience.
You'd
of
cook like wedges and
yeah.
I don't know.
I was genuinely like, I would cook like, I remember one was like sausages and I genuinely sent a photo of it to my like family chat, like meal tonight. No, they were like, darling, that looks incredible. Thanks, Mum. Never cooked a sausage before, to be fair.
Oh my god!
Also,
you just thought you were a full-on adult.
But also, it was
not.
the first experience for me of doing like my weekly food shop, and I remember like going into Morrison's and basically, I think I've said this before, but like you could get 3 juices on a deal. So every week I drank 3 cartons of juice to myself, like big bottles.
Surely your bowels were in a bad position as well then if you're drinking all that sugar.
I mean, I think it made my teeth yellow, but other than that, like...
But
yeah, I mean...
That Morrison's that we used to go shopping to, I'm not joking,
not even
guys.
close.
Basically, where the student accommodation that we were at in Birmingham is, there's no supermarket that's less than a 40-minute walk away. And so I'm not joking. I was probably fit as... I mean, I probably wasn't because of what I was putting in my body. But if I wasn't putting bad stuff in my body, I would have been fit as a fiddle because... You're coming back with a week's worth of shopping
and
having to walk for 40 minutes.
Honestly, I actually hated that.
Yeah, and you just feel so... I remember one time, it was like one of the first times I'd gone to that Morrison's and I'd like taken a wrong turn or something.
Oh.
And I
feel
you know
like
when
an
you're
idiot.
like, I feel close to tears.
Yeah.
Like how heavy all this stuff is.
I'm so tired. I went to bed at 4 a.m. I'm wandering around Edgbaston in
It's the
Birmingham.
most definition of like
Student.
first world problems.
I know.
But again, it's like you were just so like now I just get an Uber.
Yeah.
Like no.
I also have a vivid memory of going to a dodgeball taster session.
We were talking this
It's
morning
really
about
me, to be fair.
just all the random
Dodgeball.
things you end up doing in Freshers Week because you go, yeah, I'll try anything.
Yeah, like honestly, and I don't know if it's still the same today, who knows, because obviously we're like ancient at this point, but at the time there were big freshers fairs and like all the different sports. I don't know, but lots of different sports, including dodgeball. So I thought I'd sign myself up. I always loved a bit of dodgeball at secondary school, you know. Obviously,
last PE lesson before Christmas.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it was taken extremely seriously, like most uni sports. So, you know, I walked in for a dodgeball taster thinking I'm just having a laugh, throwing a few balls around. And to be fair, I actually do remember getting smacked straight in the face with a dodgeball. And I was like, you know what? That's not for me.
I think it's more just, it's not even so funny that you went to the dodgeball taster session. Like, just generally, it's that you went. I don't know. It's just like, I think it's just like, I just can't imagine you doing that.
Yeah, more of a.
Were you like running around like screaming?
No, I don't know, because like obviously you don't know anyone as well, so you're just kind of cowering behind a bench or something,
like pelting these balls.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, but I remember I started. It was like, my friend was like, I've started playing handball.
Yeah, it's like,
do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, why not? It's like suddenly I'm at some handball training.
I mean, it's
session,
like also there are sports you didn't even know existed.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know like frisbee was like a genuine sport, like people playing
Quidditch.
That. No.
Yeah.
What's that?
There's Quidditch societies and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there we go.
Quidditch players out there, we don't want to disrespect your.
Okay, but to sum up, how would you say your freshers experience was? Did you enjoy it? Was it difficult? First couple of weeks at uni, you're 18.
Yeah.
What's Soph Crew saying?
I loved it. But I think it was probably because I wasn't processing anything. I was just
turn me brain off.
I was just on, let's flip and go. Like, do you know what I mean? I was just on, right, you know, make some new friends. Like, for me, I would say that sometimes I can be like a delayed processor. So if I'm like especially if I'm in an environment where there's lots of people and I'm busy, then I can just be like, let's just get stuck in, and I'm kind of going through the motions without necessarily going, ooh, like, let's check in with how I'm feeling. Ooh, you know. And also I'd say I'm quite good with like, even like as a child, like I never really got homesick.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, even when I was, I don't know, primary school residential, I was never like, I miss my mum and dad.
Yeah.
Because as long as I was like with people and busy, I was like, yeah, great. We'll just focus on this. So I wasn't necessarily missing home at that point. At that point, like, loved going out, had like the energy and the capacity to stay up late. Just keep going. So yeah, I mean, I had a really nice flat and made friends with the people I was living with, had started to make a few friends on my course. And I'm a big extrovert, so I wasn't necessarily going, oh gosh, I really need to go to my room and like hide away and I feel really tired, but I can't because I feel like I need to make friends. I was just like, yeah, let's stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Also, am I right in thinking the etiquette in your flat was quite like, we're going to spend a lot of time together, or we'll be in one person's room or in the living room from the start?
Yeah, like we were in the living room like it wasn't really the vibe of everyone's locked in their room, you're having to knock and everyone's still going, are you in the flat?
Yeah.
Like, and we had a flat next door again that we became really good friends with. And so we basically would keep our flat door open, their flat door open, imagine they're opposite. And so you've just got basically a humongous corridor of like basically 12 people. So 2 flats worth of people. Mm-hmm. And so if you came home 2 o'clock in the afternoon from your freshers fair or your lecture or whatever, there was bound to be someone in the flat.
Yeah.
So there wasn't many moments where I was on my own.
Yes.
I think the moments where I was on my own was where I was like, oh, like, what do you do? I remember like my first weekend where I was just like, what the flip? Like on Saturday when there's nothing on, there's no freshers fair, there's no lectures. And I was just like,
hey guys,
I don't like these. But I overall I'd say I enjoyed it. How about you, mate? How did you find it?
Yeah, I'd say there were moments of enjoying freshers, but probably overall found it trickier. I think, to be fair, I was just reflecting. Like, I had a lovely flat, but I do think like the etiquette and culture of a flat is like quite a big part of determining how your first couple of weeks go. Because even like you say, the really simple thing of like shut doors, open doors can determine like...
It speaks volumes.
Yeah, it speaks volumes and it determines how, I don't know, like how much time you're spending with your flatmates and all that kind of thing.
Because also you're not at the point where by the end of the year, I would just barge into anyone's room. But at the start, you're like, oh, what if they have intentionally shut their door and they don't want to have someone disturb them? Or what if they're having a nap? Whereas by the end, like with some of my flatmates, even if they're having a nap, I just walk in, right.
Morning, wake up.
Yeah. So obviously in the first few days, you're not quite on that level.
No, yeah. And to be honest, I just remember feeling very alone quite a lot of the time. I think I remember...
Even at the dodgeball taster.
Yeah, even whilst I was getting smacked in the face by a dodgeball. No, I remember particularly in the mornings, actually, I would find really difficult. The evenings were kind of fine, probably because, again, more people were like out and about and we were probably getting ready to go out. But I remember just... on those first couple of weeks, every morning I'd wake up and I would find it very hard. Like, I think I just felt very alone. And like I'd come from a very tight, strong friendship group at home, very used to like living with my family, being around people that know me. And I think even as I was like getting to know my flatmates, it's still like, well, they don't know you. Like, no. And it's like, wow, like I just, obviously like often what makes someone feel not alone is having people that know them. So when it's like, oh, no one actually like knows me, they don't know anything about my life, like we're not really like in proximity loads, I just feel alone. So I think like as I began to like make friends and as I began to like make friends on my course or like slowly get to know my like flatmates more and just settle in a bit more, I felt way better. But I remember finding the first 2 weeks like tricky.
And the thing is, every social interaction just requires so much energy because, well, to start with, I literally felt like I should just walk around with a sign on my neck or like a T-shirt printed. My name's Sophie. I used to live in Nottingham. I'm studying sport and exercise science and I live in tennis courts. Because that's just the start, was the start of
like, let's get the basics over and
every single conversation.
To be fair, it's quite a good idea.
If I had a tally.
I actually think they should do that.
Because flat, you have to do all of that. Then you meet people. Yeah, of course. You have to do it. Then you go to the dodgeball taster.
Quidditch.
Then you're like, yeah. Then
you want to know who your Quidditch captain is.
Exactly. Like, what A levels did you do? But anyway, so you got all that, and then even when you've gone past that, you just are still in that I don't really know you phase. Yeah. And so every social interaction just is like, yeah. I'm so fun and excited. And it's like, you just kind of want to turn yourself off.
I'm not going to lie. Like, when I think about it, I'm like, I'm just glad I don't have to do that again. So if you are listening to this and you did find Freshers hard, don't worry. Many people do. But what I will say as well that made it worse at the time for me was like the comparison vibes, particularly on social media. Because I remember at the time, like all I had to compare was really like people from my hometown, my friendship group from home, people at school that had also gone to uni at the same time as me. And then, after a few days, the stories, the Instagram posts start coming, the whatever TikToks nowadays, like...
We didn't have TikTok. No, I'm not even joking. We didn't have TikTok.
We didn't.
Snapchat stories, obviously.
Yeah. And you're like... And people are using language and captions that you're like, oh, wow, I can't relate. Like we were trying to remember some of them earlier. Like people are calling their flat like their family. Like I've never met people more like me. Like, and you're just, if you're like having a bit of a like rough time consuming that, gosh, I just remember I was like, all right, I just can't, like everyone's having a great time at uni and I'm not. Like it was I remember just having to come off Instagram in the end. Like I was like, it's not helpful.
Yeah. But not even necessarily just the captions, but again, I don't know why I'm making it sound old, but like I genuinely don't think at that point they had the carousel on Instagram. I think you were just doing you're just doing one post and you pick one picture. But even a picture can say 1,000 words, as one great person said. But it's like all hugged up together.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Like you've known them like 2 minutes.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't even pose like that with like my best friend in 10 years. Like it's like, oh my gosh, like we're sisters. Like
flat 319. Like till we die.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I don't know, someone's got a tattoo.
I'm trying to knock on my flatmate's door. Hey.
And I have this one like, and it's so funny, isn't it? Because realistically they're probably feeling similar to you, or maybe, and the thing is though, people have different personalities. Like some people are straight away just they feel really connected with people, and other people it feels like it takes longer to build those connections. But I just have this such clear, vivid memory of the very first night I got to uni. They had this pub on the Birmingham uni campus. I think it might still be there. It's called, I don't know why we're acting as if we went to
is there.
uni 40
We
years
see
ago.
it.
Okay, I just don't know if it's changed its name. It was called the Duck and Scholar. Anyway, probably still called that. We went there. It wasn't like the official first freshers package night, but everyone just was going. And so me and the flat next door, we were like, oh, let's go. And we get there and you're kind of like awkwardly standing around and, oh, like, let's find a table, sit down. And I just have such a clear memory of looking around at, you know, all these other groups of people and just going, oh, wow. Like, basically thinking like, oh, people must have come to uni with their school friendship groups because they've clearly known each other for years by the way that they're interacting. And I'm kind of awkwardly sat there and we're talking about like what A-levels we all did or something.
So how did you find chemistry?
So like, yeah, did you do AQA or Excel? Do you know what I mean? And then you look over and people are like screaming, laughing, and you're just like, what? I feel like I'm having to put in every ounce of energy to just keep this conversation going. And you look like you're at a family reunion of, you know, people that you've known for 20 plus years.
Reunion.
So some, you know, looks can be deceiving, guys, because realistically, all those people sat in there didn't know each other either. They probably met each other 2 hours ago. And
yeah, guys, it's a comparison. You got to watch out for it.
Yeah.
It might hit hard, you know.
So, oh gosh. So it's all that chat in it.
I know.
So what A-levels did you do?
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Honestly.
What grades did you get offered?
Yeah, so was this your first choice?
Yeah, this is my
Honestly.
Okay. What next, Rach?
Next, let's chat a bit about, well, I guess we kind of touched on it, but like the overstimulating vibes of freshers and the thousands of options and opportunities and the struggling to say no. Did you struggle with that? Or were you very boundaried and knew that your body needed to rest after eating Domino's for 14 days straight?
I wouldn't say I was boundaried, but I also would say that I just like, at that point I was just like, yeah, let's just do flipping everything. But I think, it's so, I mean, also guys, don't get us wrong, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going to the Freshers' Fair and you're walking around these stores or like, you know, the different sports clubs and societies and you're just like, oh my flipping gosh, there's literally something for everyone.
The opportunities are endless.
Like I could join the tea drinking society. I've never drank tea, but I could. Do you know what I mean? I could join Battle Sock, where they reenact battles, like the Battle of Hastings.
You liked that one, didn't you? You did that for, what was it, 2 years?
Yeah.
You became the conqueror.
Braveheart, they call me. No, joking, I didn't, guys. No, but like, it's actually amazing. And I think especially where maybe, I don't know, maybe in school you felt like the odd one out or you felt like there wasn't space for you or you didn't get to do
You can start your own society.
You can start your own society.
Maybe,
so,
you know.
But equally, at the same time, it can feel like, oh my gosh, I need to join one of these things. And also, you know, there's a full spectrum of like, and I know at Birmingham, it was like, there's literal international athletes at the university who are like competing for their country at the Olympic. Like there's a girl who did my course who now has a medal from the Commonwealth Games.
That's insane.
Like, so there's that level of you go to the sports, you know, society and it's like, so, you know, have you played nationally? And you're like, no. And then there's like the full, you know, down to the end of just doing it for a laugh. But yeah, there's
which societies did you join?
So I actually started playing rugby.
Yeah.
That was the main
rugby
thing I did at
girl.
uni.
But when did you start?
I started in second year.
See, there we go.
And in first year I did netball, campus league. We won the campus league. Just gonna put
well done.
But that was more chill. That's how you rock up on a Sunday play.
I think I did that as well, actually.
I'd actually broken my ankle the summer before I went to uni.
Oh.
So that really hindered, you know, some of my athletic prowess.
Oh god!
You know, you got a gammy ankle. Can't really turn up to the netball trials.
I think basically the point is like you've just got to take it your own pace. If you want to like every night or every, you know, afternoon be trying out a different society, you go for it. If you don't want to be, that's all right.
But it can, I'm just more reflecting though. Like, I just remember coming back with like, probably some random tote bag that I've been given.
Yeah.
Stuffed.
Yeah.
With different flyers. Okay,
Leaflets
right.
that you're never going to do.
So I've got the dodgeball taster 2 till 3. Then I've got the battle sock auditions 3 till 4. Like, and it again can feel slightly overwhelming because you're like, and this one says that if I join, I'd have to commit Monday and Wednesday. This one would be Tuesday.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Like, I looked at rowing, and it was like, you have to train 4 times a week, like in the mornings, and then the people that do sign up for that, it's like, no, yeah, your uni experience is rowing.
Yeah,
because it's like, and it's like I could have done that, train my body up, and being a professional rower. But the thing is, like.
No, but that's also quite hard. And again, for me, as a little 18-year-old, I probably don't have the mental capacity.
Yes, I'm trying to make friends. I'm trying to do my course. I'm trying to do my essays that don't count. I'm trying to do my
what do I
sporting.
actually really want to do? Because these two things clash, so I can't do both. So I need to work out. But then what if I meet my best friend at that thing and I've chosen that thing?
I just think take a deep breath. In freshers, Soph joined rugby in second year, had a great 2 years playing rugby.
Yeah,
not everything needs
epic.
to be done. And in the same breath, you don't need to make all your friends in freshers, do you?
No, we didn't even. No, to be fair, we met in freshers, but we didn't like become friends.
No,
I hated her.
Oh my gosh!
Obviously, I didn't hate her.
Yeah, obviously.
I was gagging to be a friend. Oh my days though. Going back to this dodgeball taster, I remember that
how many times can we say dodgeball taster?
I found our first messages a while ago it was on Facebook Messenger, the first conversation me and Rach ever had, and literally I put like, hey, do you want to come to this thing with me? Or I can't remember what it was, and you were like, well, I've got the dodgeball taster session 2 till 4, so.
Gosh.
She thought she was going to be a professional dodgeball player.
Yeah, mate. Well, no, quite the opposite. I thought I was going for a laugh, and I found quite the opposite. But yeah,
we didn't fully like get to know each other until after Christmas. So we did like a whole term.
Also, like,
we were kind of friends, but like,
so for some people, genuinely, the people they first meet end up being like their best mates. But I feel like everyone's just so like. On in freshers, and then actually once everyone's just calmed down a bit, it's like, oh, actually, like I really get on with that person, and then you kind of like go deeper. But we were just remembering how like genuinely in freshers, couple weeks after freshers, conversations began about who you were going to live with in second year.
I literally just remember feeling like, are you joking?
I felt so stressed.
So I've spoken to people that I know who are going to uni who are aware that that's a thing that happens. I had no clue.
Yeah, I
had
no
clue. And so I remember people saying, so who do you think you're going to live with in second year? And I thought, I don't flipping know.
I thought, I don't know anyone.
And they go, oh, well, we've got a house. And I was like, you've got a house?
They're with the flat family, mate.
Yeah, and I was like...
Some people were families.
That's the thing. And then the more and more, like, course mates, different people...
And then you're like... Oh my gosh, like everyone's getting a house.
A rat race.
Yeah.
Of like, well, if I don't join this race of getting a house, there's going to be no flipping houses left. So you're scrambling left, right, and centre to pull together a little group of 5 or 6, whatever.
Like it was just like these occasions. Yeah, I feel like it must have been people who had like older siblings go to uni.
Yeah, they must know.
And they were almost like the ringleaders, and it was kind of like, we're going to start looking at housing now and go into Selly Oak and go to landlord and start looking around. And it was like...
I didn't even know you had to do that.
Yeah, literally. Like, I don't know where I thought I was going to live in second year. I literally remember ringing my parents and being like, I don't know where I'm going to live.
But also, it's like, I've known these people for 4 weeks. Do I want to sign up? Not even just... You then have to be friends with them at least till the end of that year. And then another year... of actually doing the second year in the house with them.
So when did you lock in?
Again, well, I had to, probably like October, November.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking, guys, if we all just took a chill pill and we all just, agreed together as a university, let's just hold off till, I don't know, March, April next year. Then no one would be in the stress because everyone's just jumping on it because everyone else is, and so they have to.
Also, what I will say is many people, like, a few people I know who did like hold off were fine.
Exactly.
It's not like you're literally there, like there's not
housing.
one house in the whole of Birmingham that I can live in. So
no, but as an 18-year-old, that's what you think.
Yeah.
I'll be homeless.
But
I'll be living on the streets.
So what would you say to someone who's stressing about that? Because I feel like, do you know what?
Do you know what? Do you know what my actual advice would be?
What?
It would be this. Well, I basically just say part of it is, yeah, you might have to play the housing game because you can't change the whole system. Like if you haven't found people to live with, that's fine. You're not going to be homeless. But equally, sometimes it is a bit, I know at other unis as well, it's the same where it's this sudden rush and it's like, okay, yeah, maybe you have to kind of just, not so much, I think, because of the house, but because of people will start to find other people to live with. But you know, what's the worst thing that happens? Maybe you sign a contract to live in a house with people that by the end of the year, I don't know, you're not that close with. It's a house.
Just stay out of the house, mate.
Just don't enter the premise.
No, but like you say, you can literally treat a house as a place to rest your head.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would agree. And then I would just think of it as like third year, you can live with whoever you want and you'll have had lots of time to think. Like we both switched up who we were living with for third year. And
I do also think the reality is like I was kind of worried about, I've signed this contract, am I going to stay close with these people? But because you know you're living together, you're making every effort to stay in friendship with people because you're like, I've got to also then do another year of living with you. So yeah,
freshers is good, bad, anywhere in between. It's just your experience, isn't it, really?
It's also 2 weeks of your life.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks of your life. Before you know it, it's done. But I think from an it's not just you perspective, we wanted to say if you're struggling with it, that's okay. And lots of people do.
It's not just you.
It's not just you who struggled with it. But equally, if you're loving it, you go, guys, and you love it. Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but hopefully listening to some of this chat was interesting.
Yeah. I'm imagining a mixture of people who maybe have just started freshers.
Yeah.
Just started uni, and some people who, you know, maybe that is a distant memory, but it's nice to reminisce. A bit like us, a distant memory.
And however you're finding it, just be chatting to people in your life about how you're finding it. Do you know what I mean?
There we go. Honesty is, I actually think that would be pretty like countercultural in like a student, first year students like actually just going to one another. Do you know what? I'm finding it's a bit hard.
I think I did do that, but I don't think it was necessarily reciprocated. So it was like,
really? I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's like, cool. Right.
Anyways.
But keep persisting, guys.
Yeah. Build that culture of vulnerability and honesty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap up.
Sorry, I'm just laughing. Sorry. All right, guys. We'll see you in our next episode.
We will indeed. Have a great Freshers Week, or you've probably had your Freshers Week.
I hope you enjoy.
Hope you enjoy uni.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.